Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So, time for the anthems. Now that was impressive. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Argentina have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So off we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Tagliafico, Romero. Tagliafico.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
They get a throw in. Now it's Batistuta. Arnautovic. That's a sharp pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Martinez. No, he's not getting his way this time. Here's takes a shot! Outstanding by Martinez!
What a perfect way to spark the game. The perfect statement of intent, the perfect timing, and the perfect finish.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Argentina penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Thinks about the shot. Goes down, but nothing given. And he's forced to go back. Looking for options for movement. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Baumgartner. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Batistuta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Tagliafico. He's had a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Schmidt. Ball played for Baumgartner. Posch. For Schmidt. Schlager. Posch. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well timed, excellent interception. Posch. Lienhardt. Danso. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is a little undercooked. Knocks it into space. McAllister. And it's Fernandez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Batistuta. Schmidt. Now Arnautovic. Now it's Baumgartner. Schlager. Ball played for Baumgartner. That is a brilliant interception. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's certainly onside here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. McAllister.
This is the time you need that pace.
McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinez looking to add to his goal. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. So what can they make of this? Schmidt. Posch. Now it's Baumgartner. Now it's Arnautovic. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Savitzer plays it short. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivers the ball. And he's taking no chances there. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Argentina looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And it's Lima. Fernandez. McAllister.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Batistuta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Batistuta. Paredes. Well seen, saw that coming. Baumgartner.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Posch. For Schmidt. Baumgartner. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Argentina coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Argentina can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Los futbolistas ya están entrando al campo de juego. Cambio en Argentina. Número 20. Lo reemplazará.
Down to business again.
Número 10.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Messi! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Lienhardt. Argentina do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Fernandez. And now the breakaway. Looking to play him in. Martinez. He's got away. Played into the box. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Paredes. And here's Batistuta. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. And that's gone loose. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Paz. Messi. Argentina just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And that's going to be a booking. Sabitzer. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Arnautovic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinez. Back where it came from. Big chance, corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Austria have the chance to go the other way. And Martinez! It's off target and by quite a way.
Cambio en Argentina. Número
So
9.
now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Now it's Baumgartner. That is good strength. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Baumgartner! Baumgartner! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Tries to play it through. Now it's Messi. And Martinez! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Cross flung in towards the middle.
Austria really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
He's had a shot! And there's a goal!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Gol de Austria, convertido en el minuto 81. Número 11.
Austria cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Danso gets over and intercepts. And that's been won straight back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Taken back almost at once. Sabitzer. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Martinez! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball.
Oh no, this does not look good. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can clear their lines.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de
He leaps
compensación.
for it. Not a bad try by any means. 4 extra minutes added on. Schupf. Oh, good spread. Austria are looking to break at pace. And that's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Paredes. And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Argentina can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Señoras y señores, les informamos que podrán escuchar la transmisión por radio del...
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Saudi Arabia. That was special. Now stand by for this. Fernandez gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
I would say, Peter, he's equally useful with and without the ball. He's a good leader too, setting the tone for the rest of the team. So he's going to make an impact in most matches, I would think.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get on the end of this? Oh. Great chance! It's in! And Saudi Arabia take the lead. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Saudi Arabia break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's a promising position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Martinez. Martinez. Oh, this is a very good run.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Showing great feet there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez! Oh, it's gone in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, It was simply inch perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Stood up well to him there. Messi. And Fernandez. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Fernandez. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Messi. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. More and more pressure on the ball here. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Martinez, and he was quick to react. And he's forced to go back. Goes looking wide. That's the throw. Pinches it off him. Now it's Martinez. Spread out to the left. Knocks it into space. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, that's fabulous. That'll be a corner. They've played it short. And he's picked it up out wide. And the return pass. Gets a good foot in there. Alvarez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely weighted ball. Martinez. Distributed tidily. Now it's Alvarez. That's going wide left. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's straight offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Second period then underway. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to play it through. That has been slung wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. And now the breakaway. Space for him to turn and look. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a threatening ball. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And it's been taken short. Incoming delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Just the keeper in his way. And Messi! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Messi!
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Martinez receives it in a good position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Fernandez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Martinez! And now they can clear their lines. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Messi plays it short. Oh, that's neat. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Fernandez. Martinez. Martinez being hunted in packs.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
Knocks it out wide. Fernandez. And here's Messi. Wriggles his way through, and he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Half an hour gone in the second half. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Great vision. And no, that was never going to make it. That's destined for the flank. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's got away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
A think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Foot in. Messi. And it's Fernandez. Driving on and making good He's having a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Argentina really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Argentina, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Saudi Arabia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's being urged to shoot. Oh, it's a... Martinez! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's heaved it away. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Looking tidy in possession here. Chance, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Has to go back here. And the shot! No, just not quite. That's been cut out, well played. And that will be the final act. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Argentina really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. Now that was impressive. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And that gets things running. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. And the return pass. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It would have to be Kenan Yildiz, Peter, because he really is one of the golden boys of his generation. I think his signature move is to take the ball on the turn and drift out to that left wing and take on whoever presents himself in front of him. He may be a playmaker, but likes to progress with the ball with his own running, his own pace, his own style. That's Yildiz.
I think the opposition defence... He's having a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Martinez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tagliafico. Kavecci, and it's Arda Güler. Now it's Yildiz. Kavecci, well read, and the danger is averted. Can he spark a counter here? Tagliafico. That's good play. Incoming delivery. There's the shot! O'Malley can clear it away. Goulet. That has not gone well. And here's Messi.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Kukçu. Now it's Aktokolu. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here. It's out for a goal kick. Still goalless. Pes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
O'Malley, now it's Aktokolu. Fernandez. Tagliafico, and here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? And it's made its chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's McAllister. Fernandez. Out towards the flank. And this is Dybala. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's in a great position here. And Martinez! Oh, that's a waste.
Argentina certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Yildiz gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's picked his way through. Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Fernandez. Yildiz. McAllister has given away a free kick. Goulet. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Dybala. Martinez. Shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
And it's Fernandez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Argentina have been huffing and puffing, but they don't look as if they're going to blow anything away. Their end product is just way short of standard.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Argentina clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken.
Terrific effort! Crossed in once more. It's a pretty loose pass. Played back. Çalhanoğlu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Güler. And here's Yildiz. Akçakolu. And he's certainly on. Shot a goal! It's in! Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Turkey clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Demiral clears without hesitation.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Akçakolu. Argentina still behind thanks to that solitary strike. He's through here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Akçakolu. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Güler. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Yildiz. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Se va a realizar un cambio. Cambio en Argentina. Número 10. Número 5. número 18.
No, it's Yildiz.
Entran número 19, número 9, número
Well, the ball
7.
just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
De Paul. And here's De Paul. Now it's Alvarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Paul.
Argentina really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi! Oh, he's been caught napping. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Aktukolu, and he's managed to get free. And a chance! De Paul, that's a lovely, neat pass. Here's Lo Celso. That is lovely. And that interception was most necessary. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in one-on-one. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Well, his positioning was just spot on and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Rooney did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Opts to play it back. And here's Batistuta.
Argentina seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Oh, important interception.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Aktukolu has created one goal already. Akun. He's had it taken off him.
Se
No,
van a
it's
jugar
Yildiz.
2 minutos de compensación.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's where it came from. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that is as far as it goes. Argentina bow out. Defeat sealing their fate.